What's happening, Hollywood Men crew? Get ready for the hottest headlines dropping right now. We're diving deep into the stories everyone's talking about, from surprise life events to major career moves. This is your ultimate update, so buckle up and stay tuned because you won't want to miss a second of it. First up, a major personal milestone is making waves. Then, we've got the inside scoop on a surprising revelation. Next, we're breaking down the numbers behind a massive career. And finally, we're getting a first look at a highly anticipated project. Let's get into it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. A personal milestone shifts the narrative. This story centers on a significant personal event that has brought closure to years of speculation and potentially reopened old wounds for a prominent figure in Hollywood. Jennifer Garner's recent wedding to John Miller marks a definitive moment, signaling the end of any lingering hopes for a reunion with her ex-husband, Ben Affleck. The couple, who were married for 10 years after meeting on the set of Pearl Harbor in 2000, share 3 children: Violet, Serafina, and Samuel. Their bond as parents has remained a constant connection long after their separation in 2015, a period Affleck once described as the biggest regret of my life. The narrative surrounding Garner and Affleck has been a subject of intense public interest, particularly following the end of Affleck's second marriage to Jennifer Lopez in March. This led to a resurgence of rumors about a potential reconciliation between Ben and Jennifer. Paparazzi photos captured Affleck beaming and embracing Garner during a paintball outing with their children, which further fueled these speculations, suggesting the former couple might consider giving their relationship another chance. However, Garner's relationship with businessman John Miller has consistently remained strong. She began dating Miller in 2018 and has been widely perceived as a supportive presence for Affleck during his personal struggles and his separation from Lopez. Despite Affleck's apparent willingness for a second chance, insiders have consistently indicated that Garner did not share the same sentiment. In a public display of commitment to John Miller, Garner was photographed sharing an affectionate kiss with him in April. This gesture was widely interpreted as her way of definitively putting an end to the ongoing speculation about her and Ben Affleck, reinforcing her decision to move forward with her current partner. The wedding itself serves as the ultimate confirmation of this new chapter, closing the door on past chapters and solidifying her commitment to John Miller, while simultaneously bringing Affleck's lingering hopes to a definitive end. This development has clearly marked a new beginning for Jennifer Garner, but what does it mean for Ben Affleck? We'll dive into the emotional fallout and explore the impact on the beloved actor in our next story. Ben Affleck's heartbreak over ex-wife's wedding. There's a palpable sense of heartbreak surrounding Ben Affleck's reaction to his ex-wife Jennifer Garner's recent wedding to John Miller. Many fans and observers have long held onto the hope that the couple, who share 3 children, might find their way back to each other, given how much happiness Garner seemed to bring Affleck. He was often seen displaying genuine smiles and laughter when she was by his side, a stark contrast to his more commonly perceived grumpy demeanor. The speculation about a potential reconciliation intensified in March following the official end of Affleck's 2-year marriage to Jennifer Lopez. This period saw renewed media attention on Affleck and Garner, especially after they were photographed together during a family paintball outing with their children, with Affleck appearing visibly happy and embracing Garner. The couple, married for a decade after meeting on the set of Pearl Harbor in 2000, have maintained a close bond through their children, Violet, 19, Serafina, 16, and Samuel, 13. They frequently appear together at family events, including a recent visit to a Boston Red Sox game. Even as Jennifer Garner moved on to a new relationship with businessman John Miller in 2018, she reportedly remained a source of support for Affleck, particularly after his split from J.Lo. Reports from January suggested that Affleck, who had previously called their 2015 separation the biggest regret of my life, was eager for another chance with Garner. However, these reports also indicated that Garner was not reciprocating these feelings and was ready to move forward. Garner's public display of affection with John Miller in April, including a kiss captured by paparazzi, was seen as a clear message to Affleck, signaling her commitment to Miller and her desire to draw a line under their past. Sources indicate that Miller is now spending significant time at Garner's Los Angeles home, and the couple are preparing to make their relationship official, with Garner reportedly spotted wearing an engagement ring. Friends confirm that wedding plans are well underway, with Garner describing Miller as her soulmate. This news has reportedly left Affleck devastated. Insiders suggest that he had been clinging to the hope of a reconciliation, and Garner's definitive move towards marriage with Miller forces him to confront the reality of her moving on permanently. Affleck's deep-seated feelings for Garner are well documented. She once described him as the love of my life, even after their breakup. In a past interview, Garner reflected on their marriage, expressing a wish to redo decisions and lamenting the loss of their shared life, while also acknowledging Affleck's complex nature. His brilliance and charisma contrasted with his capacity to cast a shadow. While Garner has found healing and happiness with Miller, Affleck is reportedly struggling to accept the situation. Despite Garner's continued support as a co-parent, with Affleck praising her as an amazing mother and a great partner in raising their children, the prospect of John Miller playing a more prominent role in his family's life is difficult for him. Friends are encouraging him to focus on the positives and find his own happiness. But the emotional setback is significant for Affleck, who still views Garner as his one true love and is grappling with the realization of how much he lost. While Ben Affleck navigates this emotional challenge, his career continues to be a significant part of his public life. What is the financial landscape behind the star? We're about to break down Ben Affleck's impressive net worth in our next segment. Ben Affleck's financial empire, a look at his 2025 net worth. As of 2025, Ben Affleck's estimated net worth stands at a remarkable $150 million, a figure that encapsulates a career characterized by significant highs, challenging lows, and impressive comebacks within the demanding world of Hollywood. This substantial wealth is not solely derived from his acting roles. It's a carefully constructed portfolio that includes directing, producing, and astute business investments, showcasing a multifaceted approach to his career. Affleck's journey to stardom began in the late 1990s, famously alongside his childhood friend Matt Damon. Their collaboration on the screenplay for Good Will Hunting earned them an Academy Award, marking a rare dual success as both writer and actor right out of the gate. This early recognition set a high bar, but Affleck's career trajectory has been far from conventional. He has navigated periods of intense media scrutiny and public perception challenges, yet consistently managed to remain a relevant and active figure in the industry, a testament to his resilience and enduring appeal. While starring in high-profile films such as Argo, Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, and Gone Girl has undoubtedly contributed significantly to his earnings, Affleck's ventures into directing and producing have proven to be even more lucrative in certain aspects. Argo, which he directed, not only garnered critical acclaim and commercial success, including the prestigious Best Picture Oscar, but also solidified his reputation as a formidable filmmaker. This success amplified his brand and opened doors to further lucrative opportunities. Beyond his cinematic endeavors, Affleck has demonstrated a keen business acumen. His investments in technology startups and various real estate projects highlight a strategic approach to wealth accumulation. Furthermore, his celebrity status has been leveraged through endorsements and various behind-the-scenes deals, which continue to add to his financial portfolio even during periods of less frequent on-screen appearances. Affleck's financial success is rooted in a background that, while not fraught with extreme hardship, was grounded in a relatively normal upbringing in Cambridge, Massachusetts. His parents, both college faculty members, likely instilled in him a sense of discipline and a pragmatic outlook that has served him well in the often unpredictable entertainment industry. His early career involved the typical struggles of an aspiring actor, working through smaller roles and persevering through the competitive landscape of Los Angeles, a journey that underscores his determination. The enduring friendship and professional partnership with Matt Damon remain a significant aspect of Affleck's narrative. Their shared history, from childhood to Oscar-winning success, exemplifies a rare and enduring bond in Hollywood. This partnership has not only been a source of personal support, but also a catalyst for significant professional achievements, contributing to his lasting impact and financial stability. From his financial achievements to his on-screen presence, Ben Affleck continues to be a major force. Now, let's shift focus to his latest acting venture. We're heading into the details of his new film, offering a critical look at the action and performances. The Accountant 2, a sequel that balances action and character. Nearly a decade after its predecessor, The Accountant 2 arrives, aiming to refine the formula of its 2016 origin. The film revisits Christian Wolff, the math savant-turned-vigilante whose unique abilities were initially portrayed with a blend of action and a somewhat controversial handling of his autism. Director Gavin O'Connor returns, alongside writer Bill Dubuque, to steer this sequel, which seeks to offer more nuance and depth than the original, which was often criticized for prioritizing loud action sequences and superheroic stereotypes over genuine character development. The plot picks up with Christian years after the events of the first film. He is drawn back into a complex web of intrigue following the murder of Ray King, a character played by J.K. Simmons. King's instructions lead Treasury Agent Maribeth, portrayed by Cynthia Addai-Robinson, on a mission to track down Christian. The narrative unfolds through a series of intricate plotlines involving human trafficking and a Salvadoran family on the run. A recurring antagonist is Anouise, an amnesiac assassin played by Daniela Pinda, who has developed formidable fighting skills after a head injury, a plot device that adds to the film's complexity. Despite the script's tendency to get bogged down in its own intricate details across the 132-minute runtime, the film succeeds largely due to its strong central performances. Cynthia Addai-Robinson, reprising her role from the first film, steps into a more prominent role as Maribeth. She effectively calls out Christian's moral ambiguities, including his controversial practice of running a school for hackers that recruits neurodivergent youngsters. Her character serves as a moral compass, questioning Christian's methods and actions. Ben Affleck delivers a more nuanced performance as Christian Wolff this time around. Moving beyond the character's initial portrayal, which sometimes relied on avoiding eye contact, Affleck imbues Christian with greater ambiguity and humanity. The sequel wisely dedicates more screen time to understanding Christian, allowing audiences to connect with him rather than viewing him as a mere plot device or a figure of ridicule. The film repositions Christian so that the humor arises from his interactions with a world that struggles to connect with him, whether it's through him gaming a dating algorithm or participating in a joyful line-dancing moment. A significant enhancement to the sequel is the inclusion of Allison Robertson, an autistic actor, who plays Justine, Christian's hacker and handler. Robertson brings a depth to the nonverbal autistic character that the script itself doesn't fully provide, offering a more authentic and sensitive portrayal. However, the standout addition is Jon Bernthal, returning as Christian's estranged brother, Braxton. Braxton operates an equally illicit business as a brash enforcer, and Bernthal injects the character with immense swagger and charisma. He masterfully explores themes of machismo and loneliness, creating a compelling dynamic with Affleck. The brothers share a genuinely enjoyable chemistry, with Braxton looking up to his older sibling while also grappling with their fractured relationship. Director O'Connor once again delivers intense, hyper-violent action sequences, but it's the heartfelt chemistry between the brothers that elevates The Accountant 2 from a potentially by-the-numbers sequel to an entertaining action film. This sequel has been met with a mix of critical and audience reception, highlighting the fine line between action and substance. Let's wrap up today's updates with a quick recap of all the major stories we've covered. That's all for today, Hollywood men. We covered Jennifer Garner's wedding, Ben Affleck's emotional response, his impressive net worth, and a deep dive into The Accountant 2. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and follow us on all social media platforms for more exclusive updates. See you next time.